What's up guys, it's TheCasualAussie back again for another Digimon TCG video. Today I'm bringing you my Tyrannomon deck profile. I don't know why I stopped there, but anyway, I'll bring you a, as I said, Tyrannomon deck. This is more of a Red Tyrannomon Rush deck, so that's what you guys will see in the title of the video. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. I actually had a lot of fun playtesting this deck to make this video, so let's just jump right into it. Starting off with any Digimon deck, we have the eggs. I play 4 copies of Digimon, and then the 1 copy of Yokomon. So with Tyrannomon, it is a bit of a piercing reliant deck, so having Digimon to give my Digimon an extra 2000 DP, since I'll have piercing because of Tiger being the awesome teamer that he is. Dark Tyrannomon goes up to 8k, Metal Tyrannomon goes up to 12, and even regular Tyrannomon goes up to 6, which for a 2-cost champion, that is pretty damn good. But and then Yokomon, when you attack a Digimon against your Digimon against it, nothing too special with these guys, but Digimon over the usual Koromon you'd play in a red deck it's a nice touch. It's just a nice card. I love Digimon in this deck, and the amount of times the power boost has come in handy. Anyway, moving on to the rookies, I play 4 Agumon, sorry, from the starter deck, 4 Guilmon from booster set 1, 2 Biomon, then we got 2 Monodramon, and then finally 2 copies of the rare Agumon from set 1.0. So odd ratios here, let me just move these over while I'm explaining. Actually not really odd ratios, just interesting cards here. I'll get to starter deck Agumon in I'll get to the rare Agumon in a second, but anyway, starter deck Agumon gives an extra thousand during your turn. Really nice and heritable. Best rookie in red, I'm gonna stand by that. Guilmon is another Agumon essentially, but only when your opponent has 5 less cards in their trash. Biomon, Monodramon, they're just the baby level 2 drops. Really solid cards, and I originally was playing 5 2-drops, but I cut one out for the Agumon as well. I cut another card out for another Agumon. But yeah, 2 of each. I do want to play around Omnimon in this deck, even though it's not super common where I'm at. I still like to play around it because you never know when someone could just spring out with an Omnimon. And finally, with the starter deck Agumon, we have a on-play effect where you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add a tamer from your deck to your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of the deck. Tiger is needed to make this deck work, so just being able to have a way to search it out is nice. It sucks it's a hard play though, but I mean 3 memory to hard play. It's practically a standing cost for a rookie, but 3 to hard play is still a bit pricey in some circumstances. But anyway, that is it for the rookies. Solid 14 count. I have thought about playing 15 rookies. I probably would if I could find the room. Which, I mean, I do have a card I'd probably take out for an extra rookie if thinking about. But anyway, moving on, we have 4 copies of Tyrannomon, 4 copies of Dark Tyrannomon, and then the final champion we play is 4 copies of Quadramon. So Tyrannomon here, jamming. He's great. He has jamming. So basically, if you don't know what jamming does, basically it doesn't get deleted by Digimon in security checks, which honestly is amazing. And the fact he has piercing is jamming, and he can get buffed by Guilmon, Agumon, Digimon. He can become 6 to 7k with all those bursts, and he's only a champion. That is insane. That is really insane. It can beat over blockers. Again, you don't care about blockers in this deck because all your stuff has piercing. So all your opponent's stuff's suspended. You try to attack it, that's a security check after it's destroyed. Your opponent tries to block you, you still get a security check because it's attacking a Digimon. Dark Tyrannomon, just cheap to evolve into. It's 1 cost to evolve into a target that can become 0. Goes up to 8 to 9k with all the boosting from Agumon and all that. And then finally Quadramon, just a blocker in the deck. I do like having him in the deck because he can come in clutch, especially since sometimes this deck does take a bit of time to actually start rolling. This has honestly been a really fun deck to play test. But anyway, moving on to the ultimates. Odd number of ultimates, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, but we have 4 copies of Metal Tyrannomon, and then 3 copies of Metal Greymon from the booster set. So Metal Tyrannomon, big 10k vanilla, cheaper to evolve into a tiger, and he can get stronger with all the boosts, just like all the Tyrannomons in this list. And then Metal Greymon, I've gone on the record for saying I do not like this guy. I would probably cut one of him for an extra rookie if I'm being honest with you, but I tested him at 2 yesterday and I just wasn't seeing him enough, and I was drawing too many hard drop megas, so I figured, hey, why not play a 30? You can evolve into him. I would play Skull Greymon, but I don't find myself needing to play it because, as I said, these Tyrannomons still get piercing, so blocking doesn't matter so much to me. But anyway, this Metal Greymon is the memory borrower of Metal Greymon, so gain 3 memory when it attacks, but at the end of the turn lose 3 memory. 3, I also wanted an extra ultimate, so that's why it's a weird ratio right there. Anyway, moving on to the Megas. Starting off, we have 2 copies of Volcanodramon, 2 copies of Puppetmon, and finally the 1 Magnadramon. So Volcanodramon, we all know what Volcanodramon does, just perfect for taking out the Rookie Rush deck. Puppetmon, I wanted an extra green in here because we do play Flower Cannon, and Puppetmon is just an amazing hard play. That's really all there is to it. He's able to steal games, Puppetmon is. But Magnadramon, the spicy tech, I did watch a Trish Champion Steven video while building this deck, and I also watched a couple of more Tyrannomon videos, but I do love Magnadramon in this deck. It came in clutch during testing so many times. Just being able to hard play it, regain 2 security, and like that I was able to win on my next turn because my opponent didn't have enough resources to actually overpower me. It's just a great card. So if you're unfamiliar with Magnadramon, on play, if you have 3 of your security, recovery 2. So it goes from 3 to 5. It is crazy how much Magnadramon can take games away from your opponent. Just a one-up because you don't like to see it. I'd rather see Volcanodramon or Puppetmon a bit more. Maybe Puppetmon. I was playing 4 of each of these, but they did clog. So that is the reason I cut them. No, I wasn't playing 4 of these. I was playing 3 of each, and they still clogged. Yeah, because Volcanodramon was just sitting dead in my hand because my opponent wasn't playing a lot of rookies, or they were playing green, which if you don't know, green is value the deck, so yeah, they were evolving out of Volcanodramon's kill range pretty quickly. And Puppetmon, whilst he is a good hard play, you don't want to see him all the time. Magnadramon came out when I needed it, and oh boy, it steals games. Magnadramon really stole games. That's all I have to say about the Megas. Interesting ratio as well, I'll definitely admit. Anyway, moving on to the tamers of the deck, since we do play a few of them. I play 4 copies of Tiger, and then 1 copy of the starter deck, Tyrannomon. So we'll start with Tiger. During your turn, if your Digimon Tyrannomon in its name gains Piercing, and when Digivolving a Tyrannomon, you can suspend this tamer to reduce the memory cost, to reduce the evolution cost by 1. Well, I guess memory and evolution costs are the same thing in this circumstance, but anyway, and as security effect, you play it for free. It's just a nice, it is a nice card. It makes Tyrannomon insane. It really does. 10k piercer, and that's cheaper to evolve into. It is absolutely crazy. And then started at Tyrannomon. During testing, I noticed that I was playing a lot against green decks, and yeah, Rosemon, I was struggling to get over Rosemon. Like, they have 11k. Most of the time, if I'm hard playing stuff, it's not going to make it over 11k. So I like that extra boost. Also, I do have Metal Tyranno, which can go up. In most circumstances, I didn't have a Tiger on board because I just wasn't drawing it or getting into my security. So I do want this Tyrannomon to give an extra 1,000 because at least then it can tie with Rosemon. So yeah, I really did not like fighting Rosemon in this deck. Rosemon actually kills this deck pretty hard, and I learned that. But anyway, moving on to the option cards. We play 4 copies of... just let me get it. 4 copies of Gaia Force, and then finally 3 copies of Flower Cat. Gaia Force, best option in red. I don't have to say anything about this guy really. But Flower Cannon, I used to play 4 Flower Cannons. I took one of them out for the Sun deck Agumon, mainly because I was drawing it too much. That's really all it was. But anyway, if you don't know what Flower Cannon does, 2 costs to play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then in security it suspends all your opponent's Digimon without blocker. Flower Cannon, Gaia Force, they can steal games, but for Flower Cannon was a bit cloggy. I ended up in a few games where I was sitting with 3 in my hand, unable to play them. I didn't have a Tiger, I didn't have a Puppetmon, and it just wasn't good for me to play them right there. I had other stuff I'd rather play. So I did figure, hey, cut it down to 3, make some room for an Agumon to get an extra Tamer and a Tamer Searcher. I would probably play 2 if I'm being honest, but I like 3. I tested it out a little with 3 and it's working for me so far, so I might stick with it. But yeah, that is definitely going to end off this video. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button down below. Let me know what decks you want to see in the future for the Digimon TCG. I will try to build them best I can. But yeah, I really have not got much more to say. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And there's a link to my Twitter in the description box below, so follow me on there for more updates and uploads. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to get out of here for now. So until next time, stay frosty.